Capricorn, and welcome to your September 2016 tarot reading. My name is Nikki, and if you're new to my channel, I welcome you, and if you are a regular, then welcome back. Before I begin, I would like to say that this is a general reading for all Capricorns, so if you want something personal just for yourself, you can visit my website. I will have that linked in the description box below. I do tarot readings for $15. Now I may be doing a fall sale very soon, so I don't know if it'll be for September or October or even November. I'm not really sure at this point. It really just depends on how much time I have to change things around on my website. So, but I do plan on doing that, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah, it went really well last year, so that's what we're going to do this year. And I would also like to remind you that you want to check out your rising sign and your moon sign as well as your sun sign, so that way you get an all-encompassing view of what is in store for the month of September for you guys. And you'll also notice that I have a new card that I'm using. This is from the Wisdom of Avalon, and it's a oracle deck, and I'm very excited to be using it. It is new, and I've already shuffled and meditated over the cards, so that's why your spread is already laid before you, and I'm using it as like a general focal card for your month in September. And hopefully you can see it all right. It is the High Priestess, and on the card itself it has the words discernment, prescience, and prophecy and vision. So that tells you already that you need to be paying attention to your intuition, your gut feelings in the month of September. You need to be paying attention to your dreams, and you know, getting connected with that feminine side, your emotions, any kind of visions that you may be having. And when I pulled this card, I myself got a vision of like the old crone or witch, you know, in the kitchen, you know, just making a cauldron of something, throwing in herbs, and you know, it's what she felt. It wasn't like she was reading on from a recipe book or reading from, you know, some kind of instructional manual. She was putting in what she felt was needed, and trusting her instincts on, you know, what she needed to execute what this brew was for. So, and you know, she's happy and she's humming, and that's you in the month of September, Capricorn. You are not necessarily, you know, I'm not saying that you are an old crone who's going to be you know, playing the role of the witch and making your magical brew, but I am in one sense, but not literally. You know, whatever it is that you do to connect with that side of yourself, that spiritual side, that feminine side, that's what you're going to be doing. And this can be executed in many different ways, whether you do it through gardening or reading or you know, a hobby of some kind, a passion. How is it that you connect with the earth, with the great feminine, with the divine, with your intuition and your spiritual side? How is it that you connect to it? Because that's what you're going to be tapping into in this month. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the Gilded Tarot. For the first week, you have the Chariot in reverse. Now, this card still indicates movement, even though it's in its reverse position, but it's indicating that you have a lack of direction or a lack of purpose. And now this could be a physical thing, or this could be more of a metaphysical thing. It can be literal or it can be metaphoric. So, you know, if you are, you know, if it's a literal interpretation, you know, you may be having, you know, car troubles in this first week of September. Hopefully not, but you know, it is a possibility. If you're looking for a new vehicle, you may be having a difficult time getting one or finding one that you particularly like or can afford or whatever. This could also, when it's read in a literal way, this could also mean that you're moving, but you're going places, but you're not really sure where you're going or why you're going, or maybe you are going someplace that you don't want to go. And that could be a multitude of things. I'm not going to get into all the possibilities of what that can be, but you're going someplace, but you literally don't want to go there, or you don't know why you're going there, that type of thing. Now, if it's a metaphysical thing, this means that you are moving forward with a lack of direction, with a lack of purpose in your life. You're not really sure which way to go. You may be confused at this time. If you are, you might not know whether to go to school. You might not know whether to, what classes to study if you do go to school, or what you want to major in, that type of thing. So this may be just a confusing time for you, and this could even be talking about a love type of relationship, if you're in one of those. And you're not really sure where this relationship is going, or where it's headed. Will you stay? Will you go? You're not really sure. You're moving forward, but you're unsure of things. You're unsure of the direction. You're unsure of why you're even going or moving forward. So you really need to analyze the situation. Pause, analyze it, quit moving, and turn that card upright before you start moving forward again. In the second week of September, you have the Emperor in reverse. Now, the Emperor is generally some kind of authoritative figure in our life, and it's a male figure. And if this is portrayed by a female, then this is a very masculine female. And this could be physical, or this could be just, she's acting very masculine. But most likely it's going to be an actual male. And, since it is in reverse, this male authority figure is rubbing you the wrong way. They're either having too much power and control over you, or trying to execute that in some way, force you into doing something. And in their mind, their intentions may be all good and well, but you can see that this is not the right path for you, this is not the right decision for you. And this card could very much be connected with this first card. These cards can represent many different situations going on in the month of September, or they can kind of conjoin together and speak on one situation, or even just a couple situations. But yeah, if you are, if you're in some kind of controlling relationship where somebody's trying to act like an authority figure over you and not so much an equal, then obviously in this first week that can cause, a sense of not knowing where a relationship is going. Now, this doesn't necessarily even have to be a love relationship. This can be a relationship that you have with your parents. This could be a relationship with just a friend, or even a coworker. Is your boss being too bossy? Are they crossing a line? Is a coworker acting as a superior when in fact they're not? That kind of thing. So, and the Emperor can also indicate law enforcement. So if you got any kind of court date or anything like that that's headed your way, I would just try to avoid all of that if at all possible. Sometimes that's not possible, but if you could avoid it, do so. Okay, for the third week, you have the Devil in its upright position. The devil's all about extremes, taking things to extremes, and temptation. So in this third week, I do feel that, you are tempted to do things that are unhealthy in this third week, whether it be something small to something big. You could be tempted to eat a cookie when you're on a diet, or you could be tempted to do something really immoral that could get you in trouble, with the law and things like that. So, be on the guard for that. There is going to be a lot of temptation in this third week. There's going to be, you're taking things to an unhealthy level in this third week. So you want to try to stifle that a little bit. You want to be conscious of it, so that way you can try to avoid it. And perhaps you can, whenever I see the devil, I think of temperance, because whenever I get the devil card personally myself, and I know, I'm going to be, tempted to take something to an unhealthy level, I try to meditate on temperance. Temperance is all about balancing yourself, your emotions, your physical needs, and doing all things in moderation. So, try to just be conscious of it. That way you can combat it the best that you can. And this may be a great week to focus on your feminine side a little bit more. Now, don't take it too far, because, like I said, the devil's all about extremes. And obviously in September, you have the High Priestess. So you are going to be tapping into your femininity, and tapping into your emotions and your spiritual side and your intuition. But don't take it too far. Don't lose yourself physically. Don't live solely in your head. Try to do it on a healthy level with maintaining balance. Okay, in the last week, you have the Tower. Now, no one likes the Tower, but it's a very necessary card, and it's actually a very positive card. It's all about major truths being revealed. It's about earth-shattering events and things like that, ground-shaking events happening in life. It's about tearing you down to build you back better, and that's basically the gist of it: tearing you down to build you back better. So whether something happens physically, that's a possibility, but something could be happening on a different level. Like I said, some truth may be revealed to you that really just rocks your world and shakes you to your core, or changes your viewpoint on life itself. So you're finding truth, and that's always a great thing, and that's always necessary to move forward and to grow. It may be painful, it may be hard, and with the Tower, I guarantee you whatever is going to be happening in this last week of September is going to be painful. It is going to be hard. It's going to be seen as something that is negative initially, but this is going to be something that you can, you're going to have fresh ground after this. You're going to be able to build a stronger foundation and build that Tower back up, build yourself up better. Learn from this, grow from this, and become a better person overall because of this event. So keep that in mind. It's very positive. And that is your reading in its entirety, Capricorn. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, please push that like button and give me a thumbs up. And you might as well subscribe if you haven't already, because I do this every month. And I will look forward to talking to you again next month. Bye-bye.